The stakeholders at the 2025 Clean Air Conference are urging government to develop a unified national clean air policy to tackle Ghana's deteriorating air quality. Recent studies reveal that diseases linked to air pollution have become the country's leading cause of death, surpassing HIV/AIDS and malaria. Experts warn that without a consolidated air quality management policy, efforts to curb the crisis will remain fragmented. ChannelOne News' Edwin Kwakofi reports.
The 2025 Clean Air Conference brought policymakers, experts and civil society organizations together at the La Palm Royal Hotel in Accra to deliberate solutions to Ghana's air pollution crisis. Data shows the air quality in the country has declined significantly in the last few years, with recent checks showing that it had crossed the Environmental Protection Authority and the World Health Organization standards. A recent study published by Ghanaian Urban Planning and Environmental Consultancy PSS Urbania Consult also noted that air pollution is now the leading cause of death in the country, with about 30,000 Ghanaians dying every year from related illnesses. This number exceeds the country's casualties from HIV/AIDS, malaria and road traffic accidents. The country lead at the Clean Air Fund Ghana, Mr. Desmond Appiah, believes a consolidated national clean air policy could help focus efforts to ensure better air quality in Ghana and provide timelines that would enable specific targets to be met.
We join our voice to the call for a consolidated national clean air policy. The reason for that call is because having a singular document or policy helps you to put targets in there, and the targets will then have timelines. Because what we have in Ghana is that there are so many documents or policies mentioning air quality or aiming to address air quality issues, but without the specific timelines and the targets that we want to achieve, by which percentage reduction, by which date, and by who. I think that it makes it a lot more difficult. But if you go and you have a singular policy which has consolidated all these bits and pieces, we can then use that as a guide to our aspiration as a people, where we want to be in the next 10 years. And then how do we break it into chunks to say by 2030 we want to get to this point.
The director of the EPA's Environmental Quality Department, Selina Amwa, says that while a specific policy does not exist for air quality management, work is being done to ensure that related policies are implemented fully.
We don't have the air quality policy specifically for air quality management. There's been a lot of discussion, some are of the opinion that we need to have a separate policy for air quality. And others think that with all that I have mentioned, if they are embedded in other policies, must we get another policy? Because the policies are there, the issue is implementation and then enforcement. So that discussion is also ongoing.
Transportation continues to be a major contributor to air pollution in Ghana, with the Clean Air Fund estimating that 40% of Accra's air pollution concentrations come from road transport. Commercial minibuses known as trotros locally, which remain the most popular means of transport in urban areas, are often older second-hand models which have a high rate of emissions. According to a senior researcher at the Center for Climate Change and Sustainability Studies at the University of Ghana, Dr. Yao Ajimamboafo, implementing a mass transport strategy like the bus rapid transit system fully could aid efforts to protect Ghanaians from contaminated air.
The dedicated lanes that we started with the BRT, which they work, are there to help people to become less prone to the pollution that we experience. Because I think it's better to think that if we create dedicated lanes and we basically adhere to those lanes for our BRT, it will save more people from going to the hospital than creating a hospital bed and allowing people to go in and say that. So I think that is very important.
Participants and experts at the 2025 Clean Air Conference agree that air pollution remains a significant threat to the lives and livelihoods of Ghanaians. Proper waste management practices, mass transportation, and public awareness have been identified as some of the solutions to ensure Ghanaians breathe clean air. Reporting for Channel One News, I am Edwin Kwakofi.